Hello, everyone. I have here joining me today Tina Patel, who is the co-founder of Formed Architects. They are an architect and creative designer specializing in commercial projects and based in West London. And of course, they're also members of Trusted Land. I have a question that I would like to pass on to you, Tina, and hear your thoughts on. And here's my question for you. As Formed Architects, you do a lot of project rescue. How do you think developers can avoid these pitfalls and not find themselves in a position where project needs to be rescued from an architectural perspective? What can they do?
Really interesting question. I think for us, if we look at the trajectory of when a developer comes to us to rescue a project, it's normally because at the very beginning, they've taken the idea or their site to a technical team and said, here, deal with it, with very little understanding of how to develop a brief. Often we get told, oh, nobody even asked us these questions about, who is the end product for? And I'm thinking, well, that's critical in the brief development process. And so they'll take it to a team that will be out of their depth quite often, looking at not the end user or the end purpose of the development. And often that's driven by cost cutting, thinking that, going to an architect would be more expensive. So they'll spend 6 months going backwards and forward, these technical designers, trying to make sure that they're getting what they want out of it. We see awful things like, you'll open the front door and there'll be a WC right in front of you and all the rest of those things that, if you're trying to sell or rent a property and the first thing you see is the toilet, with all the will in the world, it's not going to entice you to want to live there. And so and everything else is often just a myriad of corridors. So we find that we come across these developers when they get to kind of either planning or cost control and they're stuck. They've got this design that doesn't work because it doesn't give them the GDV that they're aspiring to. And also it doesn't work for them in terms of when they try and sell it. So we come in and take it over. And in an ideal situation, we'd say, come and have the conversation with us before you engage with the other people, because we're not likely to be any more expensive, but our experience and our expertise in doing it is going to save you that 6 months where you've got a block that is either sat empty or not doing what it's supposed to be doing, or even if it's a plot of land. And all that time, it's just costing you money. So everything that you think you're saving, you haven't. And in the last few years, we've done a lot of that rescuing of projects, either at pre-planning stage or post-planning stage, where they realize that they're not getting the values at valuation to be able to execute the build, and to kind of unstuck it. We kind of unpick the project at each stage to get it there.
So ensuring that they get the right people involved at the correct stage is key on this. All right. Thank you so much, Tina. Very helpful. Thank you. Thank you.